stick with me here. What if the universe, like the whole shebang, is, alive? And that's what we're diving into today, this wild source material called Is the Universe Alive? Mind-blowing science you never heard of. It's a doozy. So picture this. Edwin Hubble telescope the whole 9 yards, and boom, he realizes our galaxy. Totally not alone. Turns out, there are countless others just hanging out in the cosmos.
Right. The good old expanding universe.
Exactly. And this source takes that mind-blowing fact and just runs with it.
No.
And stars are being born, they die, space is stretching, growing, like, whoa.
It's constantly in motion, yeah.
It's dynamic.
Yeah.
But is it just a bunch of cosmic cogs and gears, or could it be something more?
See, now that's the million-dollar question. The source throws around this idea of a self-generating system, and it really makes you think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like instead of a static background, imagine the universe as this giant, ever-changing, self-replicating, I don't know, coral reef or something.
A coral reef, that's a good one.
Right. And there's, like, actual science that sort of supports this idea. Think about how galaxies form and evolve. There's a pattern, a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth.
Like a life cycle almost.
Exactly. And the source goes even further, venturing into, well, consciousness.
Ooh, now we're getting to the good stuff.
Right. Because if everything's connected, even at a quantum level, could our own consciousness be a small part of something much, much bigger?
Whoa.
Yeah. And that's where panpsychism comes in. It's this idea that consciousness isn't just a product of life as we know it, but a fundamental property of the universe itself.
So like every atom has a little bit of consciousness.
Basically. And when you bring enough of them together, like in our brains, well, things get interesting.
This is seriously blowing my mind. And speaking of mind-blowing, what about those finely tuned universal constants? The ones that seem perfectly set for life to exist.
Right. The whole Goldilocks principle thing.
Exactly. It makes you wonder if there's, maybe an intelligence behind it all.
Now you're really getting into the weeds.
I know. But that's the beauty of this whole thing. It makes you question everything. Are we just spectators in this grand cosmic play? Or are we part of something much grander, something alive?
It's a mind-boggling thought, that's for sure. And if even for a second we entertain the idea of a living universe, it really makes you rethink our place in it all.
For sure.
Our responsibility, our impact, it's all up for grabs.
It's like a whole new way of looking at existence.
That's exactly what this source is trying to do, push us to think bigger, beyond our current understanding.
I like it. Pushing boundaries, expanding horizons, that's what it's all about.
And who knows, maybe that's the key to unlocking the universe's biggest secrets.